Hello, my name is Eric. As of right now, my wife Penny and I, we are going to show you how to go about in making this wonderful beverage called Rhubarb Punch. You may have the instructions in how to go about making it, but we're going to take you a step further in the process of making it, so eventually, when you have your final results, it comes out as good as if we were making it for you ourselves. So, let's get started on the recipe.
Oh, by the way, we also like to share nice beverages with friends or family. Alexa, do you like rhubarb?
Totally. I especially love Victoria.
Alexa, coffee or tea?
While I appreciate food and drink, my taste is better reflected in the company I keep.
Well, thanks for your opinion, Alexa. Well, what do you say we get on to the recipe right now? Okay, look at that.
Sorry, I don't know that.
So the first thing we're going to need to do is see about going to the market and picking up some rhubarb. So we'll do that now. Okay. Well, excuse me for calling it a market though, but a better definition is my backyard. So I think we have plenty of rhubarb here. Okay? We'll get that now. Okay. Okay, now we will wash the rhubarb, and then after we wash the rhubarb, then we want to go ahead and chop 6 cups of chopped rhubarb, and then eventually we will put that rhubarb into this larger pot. But first of all, we want to put 6 cups of water into this pot too. So then after that, we will go ahead and put 1 12-ounce can of frozen lemonade in there with it too. Then, last but not least, we want to add 1 cup of sugar in with it too. Preferably, I prefer to use what's called stevia or stevia blend in comparison to normal sugar. For stevia is a natural sugar in comparison to artificial sweetener. Now we get on to the cooking process of this beverage. It'll have to be cooked for at least 20 to 25 minutes, so I set the timer. Okay, the hardest part of doing this recipe is having the patience to watch over this while it's cooking, because when it starts to boil, if you're not watching over it, it'll bubble over. And believe me, I made that mistake several times before, and believe me, it was no fun cleaning up the mess afterwards. You can ask Penny about that. Anyway, right now it's in the process of boiling, but as soon as it gets to its boiling state, that's when we'll turn it from high down to medium. So right now let's go ahead and stir it though. Keep it stirred every so often. It may be harder to stir at first, but once after it starts boiling, it'll get it to be easier and easier as time goes on. So, like I said, make sure you have patience enough to watch over it. Okay? As of right now, the rhubarb has reached its boiling point, so we turn it from high down to medium right now. And still, eventually, every so often, you have to stir it though, and keep an eye on it though, so that it doesn't bubble over. Because eventually, the steam, the heat will build up, where chances are it'll just bubble over. So you want to watch that though. So it cooks better than that way too. Okay, now that the rhubarb is all cooked, we're going to let it sit on the stove here for a little while to cool down before we strain it. So, as of now, we're going to be separating the pulp from the juice. So, as of over here, we have the strainer which will be catching all the pulp, and then eventually all the juice will be going into this bowl right here. So right now we'll go ahead and put this into the sink. Then I'll get the rhubarb juice. And we'll just do a small portion at a time. So eventually by stirring it with a spoon here, more juice will fall faster through this colander. So we want to try to get as much juice as we can. As of right now, we have separated the pulp from the juice from the rhubarb punch. From the 6 cups of chopped rhubarb we had beforehand, here is the amount of pulp that came out of that. But here is the amount of beautiful juice that came out of that too. Now, as of right now, I'll be putting this bowl of juice into the refrigerator overnight. Then as of tomorrow, we will go ahead and mix in 1 liter of a lemon lime soda of your choice. And 1 liter is basically equivalent to 4 1/4 cups of liquid. So, until tomorrow. Okay, as of now, we have let this rhubarb solution cool overnight. So right now it's nice and cold. And right now we will mix the rhubarb solution with the lemon lime soda. So first of all, we've got a measuring cup that can measure up to 1 liter. So we will take this lemon lime soda. We have 1 liter. Now we go ahead and put them together. Okay. Now we have the rhubarb punch here, and to get a better results, we usually like to let this ferment in the refrigerator for at least up to 1 week's time, so the tastes have a chance to fall together better. So as of now, we completed this recipe. We hope that this video, step-by-step video, will help you in making this recipe, so it comes out as good as what we make. So, until we see you next time, hope that you can make a good rhubarb punch. Cheers.
Cheers.